Greetings, greetings. My name is Rav Namani. Well, for this conversation, we might say a dream.
Yes.
Because we're going way back, way back to when we were little people,
Right.
young, childhood days. Yes, I'm here with my good friend from them time, Charlene.
Yes.
Hey.
Hi. Mhm.
Yes, so of course we're doing this True Friend series. I have a new song out called True Friend, and it's basically to highlight solid friendships, true friendship, and to share special bonds. People we have special bonds with, and I would consider you one of those people that I
All
share a
right.
special bond with because who can say we grew up in a what do I call it? A very different. That's one of the words you can use. Different religious group,
Very
religious,
conservative.
very conservative. Some would say weird. Some would call it a cult. There's all kinds of words to describe it, but we can't say we share that experience with too many people, right? So I can't say I share that experience with too many people, especially in the world that I am in now. It's like
Okay.
chalk to cheese. It's like chalk to cheese, right? So I felt like let me check in with you and see if we can dig up some of the memories and
Sure.
you know, share what we can remember because it's so long ago.
Yes. Been a while.
It's been a while. And of course, Shar is no longer in Jamaica. Coming like a me one left for Jamaica, to be quite honest, from our age group. And so there's been a bit of distance that's been created between us. But thanks to social media, we still can check in with each other now and
Right.
again.
And the good old phone.
Right? Right. So
Mhm.
let's jump in and if you remember any other memories, things that we used to get up to back in them time, and you are share. You can
Yes,
start
no,
this.
you started off and you jump in.
All right. So back then, of course, we both went to Herbert Morrison, but I think I was after you.
Yeah,
After
you're
you,
a couple years, man. I don't know, it was 3 years or so, probably.
yeah, around then, and I remember during my latter years at high school, they were coming in with a lot of rules about no furthering of education, and you couldn't, all restrictions, a lot of
Well,
restrictions.
that's specifically more to the females too. I think we were more affected.
Yeah,
Um, But overall, it was for everybody. But I think for the females, it was really, really more, you
right.
know.
For the females, our place would be in the house.
Yes.
You have to be thinking about becoming a wife and
Yes,
having
the wife
children,
role.
all right, and being in the house. And for me at the time, I was playing netball. All of that was forbidden. Wasn't supposed to play no netball for school or for nothing. And I was playing netball for school and playing netball for community club and all kinds of things. So
Yes,
remember,
everything
we
was
used to have to make up
basically
fear stories.
worldly, of the
Right.
world. And
Yes. Me have to make up one whole heap of story when me want to go on my netball match them and me want to go training and all of these things. Me have to make up a whole heap of story. I know that one of the places I was freely allowed to go was Charlene's house. Okay. So over the time, me used to end up at Charlene's house. Yes. Over there near to Mount Salem, middle of Rosemount Crescent at the time. And then some of the time when me did say me I go to Charlene house, I never really Charlene house me I go, but me
yeah,
go
step
for
me house make pass no. Oh,
yes.
gosh.
So that is some of my memory, from them time. It's like everything, every single thing was forbidden. Even though we never see not there was really nothing wrong with what we were doing. You know, young people are into sports and that kind of thing. But it was forbidden. And so I don't know how your side did go if you did have activities and stuff where you did used to want to do but couldn't do
Well,
and
to
stuff
be
like that.
frank, I was like on the quieter side. So, you know, I just never make a big fuss of stuff and I just in my head me make my plan. So me play the role and whatever and me just prepare for go do what me want, just leave when me ready. So I was more of
Yeah.
that type of person. So okay. So
Yeah.
I'll go with the flow and then bye bye after.
Yeah. So um maybe get for playing of netball. And then I remember that your dad had a factory, a chips factory.
Right, I used to make banana chips.
We used to do make banana chips. And we had Aunt Hilda who used to make the jackass stand.
Baker, yes, and she bake other stuff. Um,
Yes.
she bake sweet potato pudding, rock cake, and
Jackass
yes,
pound.
as they say, the jackass can with a twist, because
Yes.
she named it coconut crisp.
Right.
That was more of a nice crunchy coconut flavored
Mm-hmm.
biscuit, an
Mm-hmm.
upgrade.
Yeah. And me used to walk all the way from Rosemount Crescent. If you're Montagonian, you will know this. But it's a good walk. It's a good long walk looking back now. You know, from Rosewood Crescent to come over to Valencia Drive and then until that they start cook lunches and stuff too. And because that's what I was doing in school, can me did feel like, what else me I go do? There is really nothing else me could have got think about to do. So let me just do food and nutrition and home economics. Right?
Right. And you were good at it.
Well,
You
yeah,
remember you did lunches after a while too. I mean,
yes,
when you graduated
yeah,
school.
yes, that
Yeah.
was my first journey into entrepreneurship actually. Was to cook and sell lunch, but before that, me da work with Aunt Hilda and then me come work at the wholesale. You remember that?
Okay. No, no. I guess my brain gets old and slow, but whatever.
Yeah, 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 all of that. So as we say, a whole heap of things, a whole heap of memories from back then. So looking back into where you are now, them time that you ever dream say your life now is how it would have been.
Well, maybe not, but me know that I was going to leave sooner than later. So, but further beyond that, I can't say I know how life would be today, but we
Mhm.
definitely know say I was leaving
That's
one
where
day. I
you
wasn't
live.
gonna stay. So I just left the rest up to, whatever happened positively, of course. So right now,
Yeah.
not complain.
Well, so when you didn't make up your mind to leave, what was that decision journey like?
Oh, when you're young and you whatever, you just make up a mind, say you're gonna do something and you mentally work towards it. Because
Mhm,
to be honest, not even
mhm,
one job never have in place because I had another friend and
mhm,
I'd call her and then used to talk to her and tell her everything. So
mhm.
so then she said, okay, yeah, man, when you're ready, just tell me. You can come stay with me. I'm gonna say, okay,
Oh,
good.
yeah.
And whenever the day we decided, whatever, I think it was a Sunday and they had to go either Mandeville or Kingston or whatever, and we just said, oh, I don't feel good. And
Yeah.
yes, and packed my little bag and that was it. Left one
I'm
note
not
and
really.
out of there.
Man, I think my story is similar. I think it's similar. Well, me never really planned the day, the exact day when I left. It wasn't planned. Me did just see an opportunity.
Really? You're
Yes,
brave.
because the day I remember that I went to the market because I do the cooking business as you mentioned. I was doing that at the time and I went to the market and spent all of my little money to buy back ingredients and stuff for the week coming up. And
Mm-hmm.
this Saturday, we usually go down to Auntie Marlene too. That's down Catherine Hall. And we used to go down there. And I guess me can't say this because it's so long ago and we far removed from the situation that Auntie Marlene did have a TV and we was not supposed to be watching TV. We was
Oh,
not supposed to
Lordy.
be watching TV. And Auntie Marlene did have a TV down there. So I used to reach down there quite often on the weekends to watch TV. And
Okay.
my word, I also had a little boyfriend at the time. And my boyfriend at the time said he was going on a trip to go skating in St.
Hmm.
Catherine. Me don't know if I, me don't have no clue how far St. Catherine is from Montego Bay at the time. So he might tell me about this trip and he's going with his friends and he want me if he come do roller skating at the Portmore, in Portmore, I think. It was the rink, the skating rink.
Okay.
Me, it did sound like, no, Sam, I don't want to miss up. This sound fun. This is sound like something I want to do. But even though I was telling him that, listen, I have to reach back by a certain time. Me have to reach back by a certain time.
How about the
And I give
timing?
me the reassurance, say, yes, man, we are going to reach back by the time, the man. But by the time we reach at the skating rink and everybody have fun and skate and listen to music and chilling and everything, the time no pass and gone.
Wow. So what do you do?
The time passed and gone, and the next morning would have been breaking of bread,
Oh,
early
wow.
in the Sunday morning.
Communion. Mm-hmm.
So, me say, you know what? This sound like I've too much cussing and too much explaining and all of these things. So, maybe just not bother go back.
Oh, wow. Just like that. Well, that's
Yeah,
where you are now. Didn't plan it,
and
but I
that's
guess it
been it
worked out.
from them time till now. Yeah. hmm Yeah.
Well, I hope they
So,
weren't too worried.
well, they were worried. Them call Auntie Marlene, them call police, them call all about the place was a situation. They actually were reporting me missing.
Oh, well, I guess I was long gone then time, so I didn't even know about this.
Oh, I think you did leave before me.
Yes, I did.
Okay, yeah, yeah, for real, for real,
Hmm.
yeah. hmm And I think Audrey did leave my eldest sister. She did leave already too.
Yes, I'm
Yes,
telling you, it was
I
just
remember
me.
sending to go down at her house to sometime.
Yes, remember, it was just Pinky and Mario, me and you, and then
Yeah.
my two brothers,
hmm
and yeah, and Judy and Kian. That was it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Roxanne.
right.
Oh, and Simone and
Come but
her
they were like
family.
younger. They were like younger.
Yes.
Yeah. hmm Yeah. Yes, and then afterwards, everybody just kind of dip on their own separate journeys and try to figure out life.
Yes, yes, basically. Because
Yeah,
at one point it's like nobody knew what the other one was doing because you know um everybody like afraid say, oh, this a person that go talk for the next person and tell the next
yeah,
person what the adults, what the older adults.
right? Yeah.
So it was
hmm
just every man for himself.
Yeah. And to think that now they're saying that a lot of the rules change up. Before there could be no cell phones, no computers, no radio,
Exactly.
no TV. We could even pass our parents' yard gate. But now we can pop in, we can visit a bit,
Yes, it's a
and
little
talk
more
to them
relaxed.
more freely. Yes. So how was that transition for you though? Or was the transition for you from not being able to talk to them to being able to talk to them?
Well, you see, the rules only apply to certain people, not because somebody say you can't do X, that mean you go do X. You go do what you're gonna do anyway, because there was no um helicopter over your head to say, okay,
Right.
it's in your brain, say, oh, I'm not supposed to do this, but come on, is that your family? You're gonna call them and talk to them anyway. And of course,
Yeah.
they're gonna talk back. It was left to discretion. So, on my part, I didn't have an issue per se calling and talking. Obviously, I was already overseas by then, so the distance is not like I was going by to go say hello or whatever. It was just a phone call to check up and, basically on
Mm-hmm.
that side. But for the most part, the rule was there that, you're
Yeah,
not
and
supposed
for
to
what
have
I can
contact.
remember, I think your parents were a bit more, they never as uptight. They were more relaxed.
Exactly. That's the
See,
correct
my
word,
parents know
uptight.
them, they trick with everything. Yeah, they were a bit more stricter with it. So,
So,
especially my dad, you know.
me, I
So,
guess my
it would
grandparents
be more
were
like your
more on that,
grandparents.
yes,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
level.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So, it rough, them time they were really, really rough because you grow up in a this secluded, protected environment, and then it's basically like you get thrown out to the wolves. But you never really get thrown out, and you did make your decision, and
Exactly.
you're out there have to figure things out for yourself. So it was one of them journeys, and I'm thankful for it now. I guess I can see where being able to figure out things and make use of my time and all of that come in handy.
Right, right.
Yeah. So listen, I'm not keep up too much more of your time. Thank you so much.
And yes, it's good to touch base and reflect on some of the old memories. There's a way, there's way more to it. I think I would do it over, but this time I'm gonna make some little notes because the memory, everything when you want to say stuff, it kind of it don't come same time. So you
Yeah,
make little
yeah,
notes and pointers. It's kind of better. But
yeah.
yeah, we
Hmm.
catch up again.
Yeah, so we say part one. Listen, we might just do part two another time.
Sure, why not?
All right. All
Yeah,
right then. So take
take it
care. I
easy.
will chat.
You too. Bye.
Mhm.